and welcome to a very special ground branch video. Today we're not only taking a look at the updates to storage facility, which we have on the screen right here, we are also giving away a free key to ground branch. Now, that key was given to me by Prowlas, so credit where credit is due. Thank you so much for that. So the way this is going to work is I want you guys to find the very oldest, the very first video I ever made on ground branch. Okay, I've done a lot. I've done a ton of them by now. So yeah, go dig through them and you'll see how much ground branch has changed with the years, really, because it's quite massive. But when you find that very first video, I want you to comment or write in the comments, SiC is a beastly operator. Okay, and the very first person to write that in the comments is going to get a free key from me. All right, I'll pass it along to you through Discord. I'll post a link to my Discord channel in the description below. All right, so you can contact me on there, and well, your nickname would have to coincide, of course, with the YouTube nickname that you have, so I can verify that it's actually you. Anyway, good luck with that. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look at the update to storage facility. So we'll have 3 starting zones that we can choose from, and actually this map has changed quite a bit. Originally speaking, the map stopped between the East Hills and the West Hills, and then you could go up this way, and then you could enter the mine or the underground complex through here, and then that would extend all the way down to here. They basically added like 40% extra terrain just by looking at this map. We now have this whole other area and this building on the background that you can enter, and this is actually another entrance into the underground complex. All right, so that's super cool. We have laptops to find, and they're going to be underground in these 2 areas. They say it's either the storage control room or the unfinished tunnel. All right, now an extraction zone can be found right over there, but I think for this video we want to start as close as possible to the new complex. All right, and even what isn't new, a lot of this map has actually been redone. The tunnels look completely new, maybe not exactly the whole layout, but a lot is new, and it looks quite different and looks really cool. All right, so let's do East Hills. I did bring an M16 with me today. I do have an ACOG on there for long distance, and then we have an offset rail with a little red dot sight. And of course we'll have IR lasers, tack lights, and all that good stuff to use. That looked like movements, but now I'm doubting myself. Ignore it for now and probably get shot by them later. 1 tango down. All right, we are loud. We don't have suppressors. Oh! I do have a slight problem with frame rate at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why. All right, he's down. Let's do a reload. Now this is weird. I did a Mac check in the ready room and it worked. And I tried to do a Mac check now and it doesn't work. So, little bug there, not sure why that's going on. Just something to note. If you're not seeing me do Mac checks today and you're wondering why that is, that's why. I was doing them yesterday when I was playing on rig, or the day before. Yeah, wow. The day before yesterday. When I was playing on rig, I did do the Mac check. So actually maybe we can take a different loadout. I will do another assault rifle because that's just, it's just really good. Maybe we can do close range because we need to go into the tunnels anyway, and I'm okay at shooting long range with just a red dot most of the time. Let's try out this one. Let's see. Yeah, that will do nicely. All right, let's try the West Hills. Different spawn. But basically, from here, we got a easy path down or down the other side of the hill. Same as on the other side, really, except the approach is a little bit different. If you approach on the east side, which we just spawned at, you're going to have like this long forest going down into the hills and into the compound. If you go down here, basically it's a big rocky path, just like it used to be before. But it's a little bit different. But of course, when we go up here, we will enter on the other side of the other facility, or the other part of the outdoor facility that we just got shot in. And let's see, yeah, mag check does work on this weapon. So it's down to specific weapons, or maybe it's a weapon that I set up before. I didn't quite get removed by a little file that they did provide, which you have to run, and then it basically deletes your default settings and your loadouts and stuff like that, I think. Or basically, maybe just the loadouts, I'm not entirely sure. But for some reason those weapons never seem to get deleted. I might have to do that myself later. Alright, first tango down. Now, this side of the map is kind of tricky because you're all kinds of exposed. That guy is still alive, but I also need to keep an eye on my right flank because there might be another guy there. I just need to... How did you not know what's going on here? Alright, now at least we've got a wall to our side. That's good. Let's do a quick map check. Pretty good to go. I'm pretty sure that guy up there is not dead. Or maybe he is and he caught one of my last bullets. Nope. Pretty sure that got him. Yeah, nice. Whew! Oh man, that scared the shit out of me. Alright. More footsteps. One more tango to bite the dust. Alright, so that counts about 4 now, and I think, if I remember correctly, I set the count of tangos to 22. So... yeah. 5 down. Leaves us 18. Now, this is a long way down, but it takes us basically to the center of the tunnel. Alright, well, let's just do a regular mag check. Or a reload, I mean. We did a mag check, and then we reloaded. It's halfway, but I think it's going to be a bit quiet from now on until we reach like a big group of enemies. Or maybe not, I might be wrong. Alright. I saw just a glimpse of him. But it was enough. Got my attention. Alright, let's have a look. Down here is pretty safe, I think. Just need to keep an ear out. Alright, think we're okay. Like, we can see through the grating, so that's nice. Not so nice when they see us through the grating as well, but you know, if they're not aware of us, it will give us a bit of a heads up. But so far so good. And I think this is the last step. Yeah, that's the bottom right there. We do need to keep an eye on that, because tangos will be moving through the main tunnel. Now the trick here is, of course, we end up at the bottom of the tunnel, which means we can go both right as well as left. And yeah, that's just tricky in the sense that, well, wait, what the hell? Why don't these guys have their weapons out? That's a bit strange. Let's do a reload. Other guys definitely got the weapons out, like they shot at me, so it's not like there's weirdness going on with the AI in that none of them shoot or become aggressive, I guess. Oh crap. I think that was him on the left. That might have got him. Yeah, honestly, even though it's super nice to have like an extra way down into the tunnel, I'm not keen on coming out into an intersection. I just wanted to show you. It's definitely nice to be able to mix things up a little bit, but it's just tricky, at least to deal with by yourself. You know, like if I was playing online in co-op right now, like that would be a whole different ball game. We could cover two sides at the same time. I'd feel safer. But by myself, that's not great. So usually I just prefer to go down into the hills in the front of the mining complex, and then come in at the top of the tunnel. Usually go in through the small side entrance, the surface tunnel, I guess, because it's manageable. You know, it's just easier. This is definitely the hard way of doing it. But again, it's nice to have the variety of entrances. Right, so we're doing okay. We're not there yet. And of course we do need to move to the harbor or to the lake, because that is where the exit is, or the exfiltration point anyway. But in this area, there is a chance for the laptop to be in, I think. Seems pretty quiet. Yeah, so this is definitely one of the locations. We're going to have to check this container all the way around. Most likely, I think it will spawn inside of the container, so since it's not visible right now, it's probably not here, and it will be in the other location. But you never know. I've been tricked before. Or actually, I've been tricked by this container, because before they didn't really indicate where you could expect the laptop to be. And I searched this whole mining complex and I didn't look into this one container, and that's where it was. So that's my first place to look, but it's not here, so let's go into these small side tunnels. I want to clear out the top. There is an area up here, like that is unchanged. It still looks out over this bigger area. It's nice to clear out first, so you can have a commanding view of the whole terrain. Clear it out a little bit before you move in. So far so good. Alright, we're checking these windows later. First up, we have this little side room. Oh, look at that. The pistol now interacts with the environment as well. Didn't in my last video. And there's a new build has been uploaded, so now the pistol actually interacts with the terrain as well, just like the rifle does. That's super nice. And we do have a nice and short rifle, so it's not too bad actually. Did not expect him to be there, but you know, it pays to be prepared when you go into new rooms and go around corners. Alright, I think we're okay for now. I think we can move back up and start looking through the... Yeah, okay, that's okay, that's good to go. We can start scanning through these windows. Now, one thing I don't like to do is start in from the right and then move left, because our gun is on the right hand side of our body, right? So if I step left, the whole left side of my body will be exposed to the enemy before my gun clears the wall. So they can shoot me before I can shoot them. If I come in from the left, of course, first the gun is going to come around the corner. So I can shoot them, but I have a much lower chance of shooting me. Do I hear footsteps? Seems okay. Maybe it's from down here. There's one guy down, I think. I did hear footsteps. Or screaming, anyway. I have a feeling that we're getting flanked, and I don't feel safe, and I want to back out of here. Well, we got one, at least. So there's that. But yeah, I don't like the screaming and the footsteps running. It makes me feel like they're coming up there. Which, yeah. Again, they could come from this side if they run this way. They could come from the other side, and I'll get sandwiched. I don't want that. So it's better to just back out in one of the directions that we came from, that we know is clear. And just continue that way. And again, we have this truck here, right? We can move around the left, expose my body first, or we can move around the right. And clear this corner first, have a good eye on that. Now we know nothing is there, so I feel a bit safer going around this left side now. Because then I can use this little door. But anyway, it's a tricky thing to do. Like at some point you're going to have to do something that is not ideal. Where? Where is he? So, two guys down, I think. Alright. I think we got that under control. There's definitely 3 guys down total now. I just need to find that laptop. And it's bound to be here somewhere. Maybe up here. I'll just check the map. Once I'm in this corner. Yeah, okay, so it's definitely in the area here somewhere. And, oh, did it say on the left? Should say on the left. Underground warehouse, unfinished tunnel. Now we checked the unfinished tunnel. It's not up in there in the control center, I think. So, if that's what it's called anyway, but that's what I would call it, I think. Underground warehouse. So it needs to be around here somewhere. Probably over there. Because that's where the red zone is. But it doesn't hurt to have a little run around. Oh, crap. I knew I was being too hasty. Oh, man. So close. That was... No, that could not have been the last guy, right? They were all down in the tunnels and up in the... That doesn't sound right. Oh, I had 27 rather than 22. All right. Well, we're going to go one last time through the docks because I just want to show off all of the map. Like, we didn't explore this tunnel, which is a bit of a shame because that one actually looks different from the way it looked before. But we'll start off in the docks, show off this new area. And potentially some tangos that are patrolling around here as well. And actually I didn't check where the laptop was going to be and where the extraction is. So the extraction is at the back of the other side of the... on the back of the building on the other side of the map. That's actually not too bad, because we can move up through the tunnel that we just used to go down. So we can move from here, ignore the whole hillside, just go into the tunnel, get what we need, and then go back up through the back tunnel. And actually that's the way, other way to use it. It's not just an entrance, right? It's an exit as well, which is something I kind of just... ignored. I want to get at least a bit of line of sight blocking between me before I take that guy out and alert everyone to my presence. And there's another guy behind us. I heard him screaming. But where is he? Come on. There's one tango down. A sniper up on the entrance. I feel the need to find this guy that's behind us. Can't leave enemies to our rear. Just move around a little bit and hope we can get a flank on him. He might be off doing something weird. I don't know. Could have gone down to the docks. Now we don't need to go back here for the exfil point, right? But like in that way he's harmless. But I just don't want him to come up behind me when I'm at the entrance of the tunnel or something. Almost dropped down there, I think. Yeah, we're okay for now. Did I get him? Maybe I should have waited until I could be more sure of my shot. I'm pretty sure he doesn't walk away from that barrage. Oh, I was wrong. Oh boy. Alright. That should be the guy that we heard just before. Which means we should be okay to push up to the main entrance now. Now we do need to keep an eye out for people like that. Alright, let me just take a jog. We also need to keep an eye on the flanks here because there are patrols up in those hills. And they'll very happily come down to greet us if they hear the gunshots or get pulled into this area. I don't remember if I reloaded or not. Yeah, okay. Right, so enemies could be coming down from over there. Well, I need to keep my eyes on the tunnel. Also, they could come from up here. It's another thing we need to keep in mind. Let's do the side entrance this time. Is that... No, that looks like a pipe, right? Like the bottom of a pipe or something. Yeah, okay. For a second, I was doubting whether or not that was a head. And again, like we have the side entrance, we can use this to check around like cover that we couldn't see behind, which is nice. Oh, contact. But it's also not at the same time, it's the problem of the T section again, right? So, and I'm having to pie left around the corner, which again is not something I like to do. I prefer to go around the right hand side. Got you. But so far this area seems clear, up until here anyway. And of course, we're probably going to see tangos walking down this corner. Ah, he noticed me. Alright, I'm out. Peace. Woof. Man, I'm both happy and sad that they shout. Like, that guy could have killed me for sure if he had just kept his mouth shut. But, you know, he shouted and kept me alive, so I'm happy about that. They could be a bit more sneaky about the screams. Like, maybe there should be a radius of some kind that if there's no friendlies within that radius, they don't scream. You know, and that will make them scream if there's others nearby, which is also kind of like a tell for you, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, you'll get you'll get surprised quite a bit more than you get now. I know there's another tango down here somewhere, which noticed us. And then ran. And I'm assuming it was that guy. And I did not expect that other guy to be in this tunnel. We came through that tunnel. So he came from outside somewhere and followed the gunshots, right? He couldn't have seen me, pretty sure about that. But yeah, it seems likely that he heard gunshots and that's the route he chose to take.
I see enemy.
Ooh. Okay, I didn't actually check. I now checked for the actual point. I didn't check for the, yeah, storage control room, underground warehouse. All right, so... Oh, crap. Well, okay, at this point I've showed you most of the map. Let's leave it at that. Alright, guys, don't forget, SiC is a beastly operator. I didn't quite show it in this episode, maybe, but hey, find that first video, leave that comment. Leave a comment on this video as well if you enjoyed it and want to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.